How does this happen, man?
Choo choo.
The midday, man.
Choo. Midday like the lottery draw.
Got drinks too, man. Shit in the midday. Why not?
Bippy, brunches, lunches.
Yeah, Bippy brunch and bullshit.
Something like that.
I'm gonna pour up travel light. It is Monday.
It is Monday.
Can't ham salad. Have the gym to get to.
Yeah, we got things to do.
Got things to do.
Just got a little time before we get back to adulting.
We're gonna get into it.
Welcome to the welcome.
Welcome to a Monday brunch edition of Bippy and
Brunchish. Yep.
Say word, I'm Mr. EMOE, that is Steven Royal, man. We ain't gonna waste no time.
We ain't gonna waste no time, fam.
We're gonna get right to the smoke. You ready, play?
Sound good.
Thank you, my brother. My brethren. Smoke some real quick.
A little tight.
Boo 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 boo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Horns coming.
Yeah.
All right. Countdown. I'm flashing. You flashing. Ready to go smack cam. Yeah, it is about that time. I am Mr. EMOE being accompanied by...
What up, though?
And this is Bippy and Bullshit, your weekly podcast where we cover everything from religion, relationship, politics, and there's always a little bit of bullshit. Mr. Royal.
Mr. EMOE.
Let's get right into it.
Oh.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It is Monday.
Why my mic stink?
I don't know.
Moving over here.
Your mic stink. Your mic didn't stink. Your mic didn't stink. It is Monday.
Yeah.
A blue Monday at that.
Hey.
We didn't even mean it. But shout out to the originator of the Blue Monday. Man, we back in Pod Conda for the second time this week. And I can always say it. Ninja, we made
it.
One more again, man. We are here. And we got brunch. And by brunch, I mean pizza.
We got pizza.
Got a little beer.
We day drinking.
What up,
oh?
And here we go.
Yeah.
Man, we got enough to talk about, man. Had an impromptu show Saturday night. It was ladies' night in the Bippy.
Yep.
It was all free before 10 o'clock.
Wonderful episode.
Great episode, man. The energy, the vibe was just dope.
Yep.
The conversations were needed to be had. There's some things you wanted to touch on.
Yeah, I think it should be, a follow-up. I think we need to go another level. Like, I appreciate the ladies bringing their topics, but I think it could have went a little bit deeper.
I think we should bring everybody. I keep saying I want to do a mass podcast. And I know it'd be chaotic and I know it'd be crazy, but I want to do a bunch of people.
Yeah, I think so.
I think a podcast, how you like, do what you like, party it.
And we're working on it. I foresee some equipment upgrades that will allow us to have multiple voices on at the same time.
Man, don't be nice. Yo. Some of y'all who started this when we started, we ain't calling you out like a lunch line.
Hey.
We ain't doing a shout out.
Hey.
But when we dropped that whole idea of these Bippy and these bullshits, everybody had a podcast.
Yeah.
Everybody bought equipment.
Yeah.
I ain't seen your podcast.
Get your Amazon money back. We'll throw you a little something.
I'll throw you some change, bro.
We'll throw you some change.
I'll throw you some change, sis.
Right now, it ain't nothing but dust.
That's Come on now.
You see, we working with the PlayStation.
We are out here really.
Box.
We are out here slumming, but still out kicking ass, taking names, and still the best in the business, pound for pound. Debate if you want to. Well,
yeah.
Our president, that dude, about to get impeached.
Hey man, listen. And that's the thing. He gave him the printout to impeach his ass.
I think he don't want to quit. He want to get fired. I think he tired of working. and he just want to get fired.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I mean, come on, bruh.
He done.
Yo people gave out everything to not only the Republican side, like, let me explain, yeah, it's fucked up, it's gonna look fucked up, but we are homies, so we want y'all to see it first. Y'all gave it to the Dems too.
Y'all gave a transcript of the fucked up shit he said to everybody. Everybody. Like, yeah, so, yeah, I wasn't at the club. I was actually over Boom Quisha house.
Man, it's like...
And here go our video. Like, what the fuck?
It's like your job do piss testing. And not only did you show them the video you smoking weed, you were at the dope man's house buying the dope on live. What's up? This is my dude, big man. Got the best loud pack in the city. Holla at him. You didn't make it private. You made it public as fuck. And that's what you've now done. You've now and hey man, you don't want to quit. You want to get fired.
And unfortunately, I'm semi-numb to it, man. I'm just gonna let the shit just roll out. And I ain't even excited as most people are, man, because they done pull some other shit.
Oh, but shout out to Robert De Niro.
Hey, we posted
on CNN. That. Yeah, we posted that. Did you hear the dude in the back was like, whoa.
Yep.
He got on national TV on CNN Sunday morning conversation and was like, man, fuck him.
Fuck that.
Fuck him. Like, what?
He was like, well, Robert, it is Sunday morning.
Hey, man, but we won't get an FCC fine, but we don't have any bleeps.
Fuck that.
And he was like, my bad. Man, Bobby was all that smoke that morning. Right. On a Sunday morning. That's something you just don't talk to him about.
Period.
You know how I feel about Dick Stain, so it is what it is.
And I've also been tracking the Amber Geiger trial, Texas versus Amber Geiger. Brief recap for those that ain't aware. Amber Geiger is the Dallas police officer who fatally shot Botham Jean, soon to be Dr. Botham Jean, in his apartment on 1 September 6, 2018 night. And her claim is she didn't know that she was in the wrong apartment and feared for her life. Couple things about this trial. If you haven't caught up, Court TV, Google, do what you got to do. A couple things. She said that, of course, Botham Jean lunged at her, but the forensics show different. She said she performed a little CPR, but she had no blood, no DNA of Botham Jean's on her person or on her uniform. Thirdly, last week in her defense, she took the stand with the old powerful white woman tears that didn't actually start coming down.
She didn't cry.
And listen, it was like the 4-minute and 28-second mark where one tear was spotted down the right side of the cheek. Fear for her life. I didn't know if he was going to hurt me, kill me, blah, 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 blah. And then, unfortunately for him, because he might have had a chance to live, she had her first aid kit. And the prosecutor grilled her like, hey, don't you got this combat gauze? So after you decided or realized that you had shot him and that you were not in your apartment, of course, I didn't know I was in my apartment. You didn't apply the combat gauze. You didn't try to save his life. All you did was a little CPR. So, we know how, we've seen how the justice system is an injustice system, but we're going to see how it worked out. I'm definitely going to keep y'all updated.
As we should.
And y'all need to get up to speed.
Yeah, I don't even know how this is going to trial.
Fam.
I don't even know how we're deliberating.
Listen.
There's any deliberation. Why she ain't took a deal yet?
Listen. I don't understand.
Oh, yeah, I might be in trouble. I might not be here much longer. I got the tapes and the transcripts from the Tekashi 6ix9ine trial.
Oh, shit.
He dropping names.
He dropping names.
He said, oh, emo.
He said, emo, y'all using music that ain't y'all's.
Y'all heard of Bippy and bullshit?
Y'all down in 2006, y'all did this, that, and the third at Service Merchandise.
Yeah. He telling.
He telling.
He told on me. So.
He
telling, though. And it's funny. They had Eric Holder on the Breakfast Club this morning. And he said, y'all call it a snitch. I call him an informative witness.
An informative witness. Wow.
I'll say it again. It's not snitching. It's what It's what everybody does.
Yep.
I've seen enough of people when they get in that room by themselves, they are not solid.
Right.
They are cutting time.
Yep.
Okay, besides your children or your mom, and some of y'all not even y'all mamas and y'all daddies. Let's be real. Who you going to prison for? Nope, not a person. You out.
You out.
All right, I'm gonna head out now.
SpongeBob.
Yeah, I'm gonna head out now. You're not going to prison.
You're looking at 47 years,
47,
Mr. 6'9".
And he 20.
Hey.
And pretty. With rainbow hair.
Listen.
I know how that story is.
What's that you claim up in there?
You can't be a blood.
You can't.
And the Crips ain't gonna take you or the Latin. Nobody's taking you because they know you're a snitch.
Nope.
You are going to get shanked, shattered, danged.
For sure.
Pokeyed. That's what's gonna happen.
What else we got local? Shout out to everybody that participated in the Susan Coleman race for the cure yesterday.
Dope picks.
What else we got locally?
Oh, Best of Toledo. Get at it.
There it is.
Get to that bot.
Get back at it again. Okay.
That city, Toledo City paper.
We're gonna keep that good energy. No slander, but Best of Toledo City paper.
We need that. We need back up in that joint because, like I said, we're coming up on 100.
Exactly.
While y'all sitting there with them 10 episodes, calling yourselves the best, we 100 done. The quality product.
To the man.
That's it.
Yes.
So come holler at your peoples. Your weebalization's needed.
Yep.
We speeding today.
We smacking today.
We speeding today.
We smacking today. 2:20. It's over with. So y'all need to get all y'all can out of us today. You know you're more than welcome to.
I'm gonna get another.
Okay. You ain't gotta appetize it.
Nah, I got to. I gotta slow down. You know me and Peace. Okay. I'm a goddamn ninja turtle.
Okay. Right. Yep. Fair enough.
Okay.
Fair enough.
We ready to have a shot?
Yeah, man. I think this is an all-in-one. I'm drinking out the bottle.
Damn, you such a goon.
I'm drinking out the bottle. At least it ain't Rose at 1:30.
But you know what's crazy?
Holla at me.
Today, when we was running around and hitting stores and stuff, at least 3 people or 2 people, well, I'll say 2. Law of averages was 2. At the 7 stores I stopped at this morning, all bought a pint of Rose.
Mm-hmm.
All of them. Yeah. Dude cashed his check and got 2 packs of Black & Milds and a short of Fruity.
Fruity.
The dude came behind him and got a red.
A red? Somebody
else, the next store, ordered him a pint of Fruity.
Uh-huh.
Fruity and red are the choices of the Rose. I never knew.
Yeah, man.
I never ever knew.
Allegedly, some of that Rose got some superpowers.
They said the ginseng in the Fruity
it's real.
It keep the yang up.
It's real.
Keep you standing up in there like a champ.
Real. Hospital socks and a shorty of Rose. Oh boy. Hospital socks.
We go.
Hey, Lamar said fruit every day after work.
Wow.
Man, you got her on an ice pack over there.
Right,
brother.
You got friendship for days.
Listen.
You're the friendliest dude in Nebraska.
Listen.
Feel it.
Yeah, I got a pair of hospital socks at the crib. We'll have to throw them on.
I got some Rick and Morty socks.
Yeah.
Or the Jordan socks.
Grippers. Yeah.
You gotta have them.
Some good grippers.
But you never know.
Yeah.
We can get on that here with this
shit. Yeah, for sure.
First shot of the day goes to the hangover from ladies' night. Cheers. Out the bottle.
Yep.
Man, glorious. Well, like we said, we had a great show with the ladies. No complaints on my end. There were a lot of great points brought up. A lot of it seems like we just don't communicate with one another. We all are speaking the same language, but some of us are speaking in French and Italian. Mm-hmm. We all see the same deficiencies in each other, but we have to find the narrative to fix it, to get symmetry, if you must. And there was one point that you brought out that you would love to tackle, and I agree with you. Mm-hmm. You know, it's very rarely, that's why they make fun of us, very rarely we disagree. Or when we do disagree, we find a commonality to get it there. Yeah, like how you eating under the mask. That's kind of dope.
Yeah.
But accountability. Accountability is something that people don't have. In every relationship or in every situation, how often do you say I fucked up? how often do you say, yeah, that was completely on me. That was my bad. Or do you say, yeah, I did this, but you throw our favorite word in after? But if
but
if ifs and ands wasn't pots and pans, we wouldn't eat no damn dishes.
And it definitely goes deeper than that. And whether y'all believe it or not, being honest is hard, especially the brutal kind. When you with your partner and that shimmy ain't shaking like it used to, you got to find a way to be honest and say, hey, you know, let's try the left side of the bed rather than the right. And y'all get where I'm going. I'm using examples without trying to get too down and dirty on a Monday. And it ain't just about sex, And these two things, are, well, of course, we're talking about accountability first, but that is really targeted or aimed at the ladies. As me and Ed continue on in Podconda, we do listen to other podcasts, and this topic or this idea kind of stemmed from another podcast on top of the follow-up from Ladies Night. And in short, ladies have an inherent issue with true accountability. And if you look at a track record, it's very hard for ladies to say, my bad, my fault, I did, or I didn't do this in a relationship, or I didn't do this in a friendship. That accountability portion, and it may be even ingrained from upbringing. How many times your mama said, because I said so? Never had to be accountable. Just like, I believe on the Saturday show, Mr. Emo say, hey, boys don't cry. Quit your crying. How many times, ladies growing up, have you had to be held accountable for errors or for mistakes in your basic upbringing? And that carries over into the relationship. So you telling me you had 4 relationships in the last, let's be fair, 6 to 8 years, and it was always his fault? And it doesn't have to be something direct or something big or something drastic. But what about some of the small things you quit doing, or some of the small things you didn't do, or that way that you had to win that argument by 30? We got a running joke that the ladies got to win by 30. Not only are they winning, but oh no, that ain't enough. They got to be Steph Curry shooting threes in the fourth quarter, up 27 points, running by the bench, talking shit, grabbing the balls, doing a high five, doing cartwheels. That accountability for your actions, for your thoughts, for your love language, those are the things that need work. And on the flip side, you ready to flip? What that say?
I got a mouthful of food.
I got a piece in my hand. You got to stop saying why my mask is squishing my eyes. This is happening to you, and ask yourself, what is this teaching you? Accountability is hard lesson, but it brings so much vulnerability and honesty. I think that's just one of the things from Saturday's show that, it was addressed, but it was just like the tip of the iceberg. I believe one of the ladies was talking about loving you, backing outside of life, and then loving you before going forward into jumping into something. But these repetitive things over and over again, and never your fault.
But here's the thing. I was one of those people where I didn't take accountability. I fucked up in a relationship and it was not my fault. But if they were to, they should have. It didn't excuse my actions. It didn't excuse them at all. And yeah, you got to stop saying, why is this happening to me? Some of y'all can't help why it's happening to y'all because that's what's ingrained in you. This is what you've been taught. But here's the thing. It can teach you whatever it wants to teach you in life, but if you're a poor instructor, you're not going to learn the lesson.
You ain't making that change.
It can teach you whatever it wants to be. Like, I can teach you how to cure cancer. You're going to take it a different way than what the person sat next to you is taking it. Whatever dissertation I give you, you're going to take it different than the person in the class sitting next to you. So the life lessons that you go through, what is it teaching you? What are you willing to look at? Because if you're looking at it through tainted glasses, you're learning a lesson, but what lesson and at what cost? And that's what we have to do in accountability. It's not hard, it's damning. And people don't want to do it. Who wants to sit and say, I fucked up or I'm wrong? Nobody wants to be wrong. The hardest thing to do in your life is to admit I was wrong. I fucked up. Me, not you.
Right. And it's not always about actions. Sometimes it's about lack of actions, which goes to what you're saying about, making that alteration. I don't want to use the word see, the change word, but making those actions. Like, if, for example, you dating the same type, is this dude or is this chick similar to this in their actions? We ain't talking about 36, 44, 36 long hair. We're talking about, are you dating the same type?
We all do. Now, I'm going to ask you this, honestly. And here's some honesty for you, Mr. Royal. Have you dated emotionally and mentally the same woman over and over again? Not physicality.
Yeah,
but
we talking about, yeah.
Have you dated her multiple times?
Your answer is yes. And then when I found out that this was the same person that had daddy issues, this was the same person that had accountability issues, this was the same person that had trust issues because I'm fighting a relationship from fucking 97, then that relationship doesn't last. Then it doesn't last. So yeah, outside of, if my eyes were closed, am I dating the same type? Well, of course, I'm going towards my preferences or my laws of attraction with my eyes closed. We're not talking about short glasses, none of the things that I draw myself to. But am I dating somebody who's still angry? Am I dating somebody who, has a cookie cutter image of, where they like to place their energy or their goals? We try to ascend. We try to learn from our history and learn from the past.
But history is doomed to repeat itself.
It is doomed.
It is doomed to repeat itself.
But the lesson, like you said, the lesson that you should be taught from history, like, hey, the Civil War happened because of this. Well, maybe we shouldn't do that again.
Or they're talking about having another
what?
They're talking about having another Civil War right now.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
They are.
Do you guys take accountability for your fuck ups? Abso-fucking-lutely. You have to. Now, before, no. In all honesty, no. Perfect example, my marriage. I wanted to blame everything on her. Everything. Every hot damn thing that we went through was her fault. But then I had to look like, no, you fucked up, player. Like, you dropped the ball on certain situations that you shouldn't have. You fucked that up, or you did this, or you did that. You need to take the accountability. Now, when the relationship is over, or when things fall apart, and it's not in love, it's just in everything in life.
One of my favorite songs. That's that Roots.
When things fall apart,
yeah,
I take into accountability of the totality of circumstance and what part I played in that.
Correct. It's more than file my bag. It's deeper than that.
Like, what could I have done different? How did I present myself? Did I present myself as the truest form of me? Did they make valid points that I blew off? It's a million things that go into these decisions. And these outcomes. So yeah, it's when I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't like being wrong. As a human being, it sucks ass.
Like you said, it's hard. No shit.
Looking at yourself in the mirror and know that you done fucked up and you are fucking up.
No shit.
No
shit.
That's a tough pill, boy.
Yep.
That is, damn. I fuckered that one up.
Yep. And that leads into that second part, or first or second, however we want to lay it out, which is, help me out. We talked about it on the porch. The one that men have the most issue with, the big C word. There it is.
Commitment.
Consistency.
Ah, there it is. Okay, consistency. And we don't. Do we want to finish up this point of this and go into our consistency issues? Or do we just want to roll into it without the shot?
It's a free for all. I'll catch up. Hit it.
I'm not toasting you. Ladies and gentlemen, we are consistently inconsistent in our love. We are consistently inconsistent in our love. What we did to attract and to gain one another, we no longer do. We don't do it. We don't. How many of y'all, this is something, and this is physical, but we'll go in a different demographic after this. How many ladies used to give blowjobs while you was on your period? When he was somebody you was chasing? Because you knew he had a need. Fellas, how many of y'all dropped to your knees just because the day ended in why? But now it take an act of Congress to get even.
It take an act of Congress.
Went from gagging to nagging.
Oh, that's a t-shirt. Is that original?
Wow.
Is that original?
Oh.
Huh?
Oh.
I might even. I'm gonna turn into a rapper tonight. If you don't mind, I'm gonna put that in a rap lyric. I'm gonna try to go viral.
That was dope. I like that. Went from gagging to nagging.
Gagging to nagging. Hell no.
All facts, no caps. But here's the thing. Are you accountable to all parties or those you only deem as important?
That's the Clint Coley point that I share with him.
No. Well,
that's the thing.
Because some people,
it ain't demeaning.
The lower level person that might have took L because of me, I'm not gonna be accountable to them. But the person who, I should have been accountable to, they're getting the accountability, and I'm sorry. Absolutely. Right. If by me calling off, got somebody yelled at by the person who got froze, I'm not apologizing to the person that got yelled at. No. But the person that I caused the freezing to you, I'm gonna apologize to you. But the consistency that we speak of.
They tie together.
I send my crisp air a good morning text every morning. Today was the first morning that I did not send a good morning text. And the only reason I didn't send a good morning text is because I took her to work this morning. But tomorrow at 5 a.m. before I walk in to my place of employment, she will get a good morning text. And it's been that consistency. Opening car doors. When we walk down the street, you walk on the inside and I walk towards the curb. You don't get them every week, but when I notice that the flowers that you've gotten are dead, I buy new flowers. It's those levels of consistency. It's those checking in and checking on every day.
Mm-hmm.
It's those things that I did while I was courting that I need to continue to do. If you ask me every day when we were becoming the newness that I eat, when you got me, don't give a fuck if I starve. Don't ask me, oh, did you eat? Are you okay? Are you hungry?
Right.
And then, like, the next 3 months, you ain't ask me shit about food. You ain't make sure I ate shit.
Fair enough.
If my son is my everything, and my son like Fortnite, and you at the store and you see a clearance rack that says Fortnite and it's $2,
70% off. Right.
Buy him the $2 Fortnite t-shirt, because if your child is into something and I see it's on sale, hey, here go to look.
Right.
It's those consistencies. It's showing that person matters. I think when the consistency stops out of the blue, that people have an issue with. No, it doesn't stop out of the blue. You become comfortable and you ease into the inconsistencies being consistent, and it's not out of the blue. I mean, like, he may text you every day, good morning, and then once he has you, it's like 3 times a week, then it's 2 times a week, then it's 1 time a week, then it's nothing. They don't stop out of the blue. Nothing stops out of the blue, but one problem that people have is you don't pay attention enough because you become complacent in what you have. And then once you don't have it anymore, it's like, hey, wait.
Both parties got to make the adjustment.
Both parties have to be consistent. I mean, one person cannot be consistent with the affection, the time, the commitment, and then you get to reap the benefits. That's not how love or life goes. Because if that's what you think it should be, then you are definitely going to lose in everything that you do. That easy breezy lemon peasy.
Didn't need a straw today.
Good job.
No. But that was one of the number one things that, particularly for men, and we're owned it. We're not owning per gender, but it seemed that one of the number one things that were expressed not just on Saturday but overall
is our inconsistent asses.
Our inconsistent asses. Our inconsistent asses. And then, one thing that Clint, who's, a Vice from a Fuckboy podcast, is a good listener. He was very, very forward and honest that in his previous relationships, inconsistency came about when he had options. And that took a lot for him, to come to terms with and to express, not.
What do you mean by like other chicks?
Yeah. Yeah. That was his quote from his show over the week.
Well, it sounded like it was a fuckboy.
Yeah, advice from a fuckboy.
Because if you now getting options and you get blinded by that, like, not bragging, I've always had options. Those options don't matter because what you have is solid, and you can be an option all day. I mean, hell, I got millions of options of where to eat, but I know where I'm going to eat. And I know where I'm not going to eat. You know what I mean? It's like the options should never play a part.
If you're going to be consistent or not?
I mean, you should know as a man, like, all right, this is me, this is how I am, I'm reading this. If you have a conversation about consistency and it doesn't change, then people should know when to walk away. Okay, because, I got to do this. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, our screen is baby shrinking.
If you have a conversation about consistency and it doesn't change, then people should know when to walk away. As hard as that is. Here's the thing. Why do we have to have a talk about consistency? that should be one of those conversations that's not necessary. Like, you can't tell me how to be consistent. I have to be consistent in who I am. Like,
go ahead.
Well, you used to do this and you used to do that.
But you've had that from gagging to nagging conversation.
Right. But here's the thing. Like, if I choose not to get you flowers anymore, maybe the flower shop doesn't have the flowers that I like. Or maybe it's something. But I can't tell you how to be the consistency that got me. Because you knew what it took. You knew what you did to get me. Don't stop it. And if you stop it, that's on you. And that's that level you lose. Like, that's that respect for the person you start to lose.
I think that's too demeaning.
You think so?
I think it's too demeaning. Yeah. Because eat. Yeah.
Say word.
Because that conversation, those conversations do happen. Just like back a few episodes ago, we're talking about communicate your nasty. Well, if number 5 in the fruit punch ain't working on Wednesdays no more, then, Biggie size that bitch on Wednesdays. Throw a $5 hamburger on top of it. So, yeah, how it's communicated is always helpful. Like, hey, babe, I ain't hear from you this morning, or good afternoon, instead of good morning. Like, those conversations happen, and it's, again, all part of like, there's no such thing as a bad conversation. But that is a point where that is one of those things where change is noticed. That is one of that in that conversation bucket where you can see actions have changed. It'll be great if is that the pizza dance? Mm-hmm. Like, you are swimming and swaying in that goddamn pizza right there. That was good.
That was delicious.
The customer service was terrible, but that's for another show.
That was the best
customer service.
That was the best hot damn cheese pizza I've had.
Little snack. That's all you need is cheese, please. You don't need no more than that.
Made me wiggle and shake a little bit.
Just to kind of wrap that up, that conversation is always welcome, and it doesn't come from a place of malice.
But here's the thing.
You ain't getting what you want, you got to speak on it, right?
But here's the thing about that, though. It does come from a place of malice because when people bring it up, it's out of frustration. When's the last time you brought up a consistency conversation when you weren't upset? Hey, can we talk?
You don't gargle, swish, left hand stroke no more. Don't y'all? We wish it was that cool.
No,
that comes with it, though.
It comes with the argument. You're fussing and fighting. Well, you don't do this. Well, I remember when we first started fucking around, you used to bring me flowers. You don't do shit no more, ninja.
Yep.
So here's the thing. I'm not going to do anything now because you yelled at me like I was a fucking 3-year-old for things that I didn't have to do.
Now we into appreciation. Oh, shit.
Just saying.
Woo.
But that with the consistency comes the appreciation. I don't need you to throw a ticker tape parade, but acknowledge the effort. And that's one thing, especially absolutely with this conversation. People don't acknowledge the effort. It becomes expected.
It comes expected.
One thing you have to realize that the person that you're dealing with doesn't have to do anything for you, but love you and be respectful. They don't have to do anything. Now, they may not be around long if they don't do anything. But the level of what they do is what they do. And especially if you let him get by with doing nothing to get you, he's going to think that is okay and he won't step his game up.
That's the standard.
Because here's the thing. You've already set the bar and you set the bar pretty freaking low. So why do I need to do X, Y, and Z to make you my quote unquote lady when I didn't have to do that to get you?
Right.
But when it becomes you better do because no. I do it because I enjoy you and I love you.
Right.
I like you.
Turn off.
I want to do this for you, but when it becomes demanding, why would I?
Now it's a turn off.
Because that blowjob during that 7-day stretch
to hold us out,
that is a privilege.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you, because some people just tell you to
hold on,
fend for yourself.
Hold on.
Good luck. Hold on. 'Cause I'm coming. But hey, but to be like, okay, I can't be insensitive to his needs. I'm gonna put it in the scrunchie. You're welcome.
Yeah.
But if that becomes the inconsistency, it's like, okay. I'm not going to bring it up in an argument. I'm not going to bring it up in a malicious way. Hey, been 3 months now, and
that's where them evil doors start open. And now the whole relationship is in a whole world of trouble. Because now it's no acknowledgement, it's inconsistency, it's no accountability. And now you might be in a place where you shouldn't be.
You are definitely correct. That's how Becky lived.
Yeah.
That's how Becky and Tyrone live.
Yeah. Yep.
Because the minute you start slumping around the job, looking like Eeyore.
Yeah. Like, damn.
Oh, nothing.
Tyrone, the wine clerk at Kroger, like, damn, this your third time today. And you drinking Rossi now? You all right? Oh, nothing.
Oh, having problems.
Oh.
They coming down like the price is right.
Yes.
Like, door open.
$1.
and getting the
$1.
gift. Getting the prize off $1.
Yep.
And Becky sitting there listening. Mm-hmm. Becky sitting there being sympathetic. She didn't touch your knee all the time, preparing that throat.
Yep.
I'm going to swallow everything.
Yep.
I might touch his ass with my tongue today.
Listen, I'm going to recreate some of these memes I've been looking at.
And we lose our relationships and ourselves because we didn't have the conversation about how we were feeling. And like you said, if we don't talk about it, it's not going to happen. But do I need to have a conversation about consistency? That's not something you I guess I took it wrong because the consistency is you're not going to tell me how to treat you and how to, show my level of affection for you. Now, if it's not enough, that's one thing. But you're not going to tell me, well, you're going to bring me flowers every Friday. And you're going to take me out to dinner every Saturday. And you're going to do... Nah, I don't want to plan shit. That's not how life goes. You go with the flow. You let the universe guide you and we do what we do. But... Because then it becomes, all right, you said I need to do these things for you, this, and this. This is what I expect from you. And if it's not matching the same energy, then the vibe is going to be off. And I think that's where I took that conversation. I think that's where I took that statement. Because, yeah, you should have a talk every blue moon about, look, hey, hunty.
Hey, honey. And then after
that once a month, then became quarterly.
Right. And then you say, hey, hunty, am I slipping? Something I could be working on? Flower shop been out of flowers, but I got you. Flower shop. Say, But yeah, wrap us up because she went from gagging to nagging, belts to sagging. I'm working on it.
Oh.
I'm working on that fire lyric.
I do like went from gagging to nagging. That shit is
went from gagging to nagging, belts on the sagging.
Yeah, she. Never mind.
I got shit to do. Let's go.
All right. Well, hope y'all enjoyed this impromptu Bippy and bullshit.
Thanks for joining.
We will be back on Sunday.
Y'all got some homework to do, man. We serious about that Best of Toledo.
Yeah, we need to win this year.
We serious about getting 5 people to subscribe to YouTube. Yeah. Like, it ain't that hard. So they can get their little prompts and
take their phone and make them do it.
Yeah, grab their phone. Make them subscribe to YouTube.
They subscribe to other shit without knowing.
You know what I'm saying? They, so we on Sunday, they get the notification. They might jump on something.
They better find out.
Right? We need 100 new subscribers in 10 episodes.
Word.
For real.
I'm with it.
10 a week.
Well, as always, I'm Mr. EMOE.
Steven Royal, a man of leisure, doing leisurely things on Monday, like eating pizza, drinking Crown, smoking CBD.
Smoking them CBDs if you need them. Buckeye CBD. Yeah. We have all of your CBD needs. If you hit me up, I got what you need and want. Thanks for the plug, Matt.
For sure. I'm going to leave that here.
And we will see y'all next week.
I holla.
Peace. That's how you knock out a show.
That's how you smack. Real quick. Real good.
45 minutes of show.
Real good.
Hey, for you guys who showed up this afternoon, we appreciate y'all. For y'all who'll be watching later, hope y'all enjoyed the show. Ain't nothing like a little bit of afternoon delight, right?
Right.
Hey.
Get your Monday and your week off right.
Right. You didn't have something on Saturday and you came back right back for Monday.
Right back on Monday. You rested on Sunday. Right back on Monday.
Needed it. But this is Bippy and Bullshit. We will catch y'all soon, all right? Y'all be easy. Enjoy the rest of y'all week.
Peace.